terrible at redstone, guys. Wrapping my head around a logistics problem. This is what I do. I sit here and like think it through my head here to try to figure out what I need to be doing. That's where we want to drop it. We have gravel being made up there, but we also need to bring some down here into a chest, and to do that we need to do a request, which is with a funnel. The funnel will drop into a chest or one more below the chest. So if I put the thinking that will have gravel in it. And we will need to slap a comparator on the back of it so we can read it. And we need a corporea funnel and a spark. This funnel will deposit either, if I put it on top, it'll go straight in the chest, or even one above. The thing is, I think if I slap it right on top, it won't let me open the chest. So we'll do that. It's probably why this setup works. Need another one of you. That. Put the corporeal spark on you. Okay. And come back up to this. Actually, because we don't need a lot. That would do it, right? Will that work? Then we need an hourglass, and the hourglass could go right here because it'll pulse the redstone, which will fire the corporea funnel. But if this is already lit up by redstone, the hourglass won't cause any new updates. Let's put some cobble there so I don't fall down. And that'll keep it a relatively low amount that we don't need. And it only requests more when it's out, or when it's almost out. Okay, so that is the requesting line. How do we get it to the open crate? A hopper into the open crate underneath, down here. If I did take you down, and if I did, good, we have space. I'm just using this so I know where it's going to drop, but if I put a hopper here, oh wait, we need to go lower, don't we? Can we go lower? Yes. Great. To there. Alright, let's go get a hopper And that's still within range of that hopper hawk to pick it up. And keep dropping it here. But then it won't put it in here. Okay, so we're probably gonna have to do some rearranging. Gotta do some rearranging when we figure stuff out here. Alright, I still need a hopper, but I think I figured out what I'm gonna do. Let's go get a hopper. I just need to move stuff around. Okay. So there's no reason for me to use these red string containers if I don't have to. So what I could totally do is we're gonna move this setup here. Okay. Chest. And I'm going to do that and that. Going up is fine. Okay. And we probably need to stack jump up there. Alright. Step number 1, Corporea funnel going into the chest. Item frame on there for telling it what to request. Get rid of that just so I can see. And then we actually need to put you, can't see, here to there. Okay, and then the hourglass will go right there. Or we'll put the torch here to prevent light updates from causing lag. That way it will only request when this says it's empty, which it'll be 6 stacks, 5 stacks, maybe 7 stacks. Because it has to count what's in the hopper. And then we also need to put the hopper hawk. We could put it right next to that chest. So it'll keep putting gravel back in there as it's being dropped. So it'll help with that. But I also want it to tie to the flint chest, which could be a red string container. Pointing somewhere else, but because we need to be able to turn it off when we have the maximum amount of flint that we need, you know, when we have the supply. And to turn it off, I will need to apply a redstone signal to that hopper. Red. I need to apply a redstone signal to that hopper. How will I do that? I might use a crystal cube, and because we're going to need to have a pretty decently long signal. Tuck the crystal cube somewhere, have it snake around, and I could do a sticky piston with a redstone block, and when it gets fired it pushes the redstone block up, which will shut the hopper off. That way I wouldn't need something fancy for this flint storage. I am going to put if this is powered, will this get disabled for some reason? I don't remember. I thought I had more than one piece of gravel. I was pretty sure I had more than one piece of gravel. Oh well, we'll have to fetch it. Okay, so if I used a crystal cube, if you remember when we did the Rune of Earth, gives you a comparator signal base 2 for what is in it's configured for. So if we configure it for flint, it's of course going to count all the flint in the entire network, which is fine because it's going to be pulling the entire network for when we need flint, so that's okay. And we just have it so that it would turn off, or it would block the hopper from dropping any more gravel when we've reached the amount of flint we want to have. I don't foresee gravel despawning because the hopper is going to be continuously picking it up in time, so it'll keep resetting its timer. We will need to put a mutating seed on there to make it mycelium, so this is a lot slower than the random carpus. We want the random carpus to have priority over the picking up. This is paired to that, so flint will go in there. I don't need to put a sign on it. So we need a crystal cube, which I think I have. A bunch of redstone. Comparator, which of course I don't want you doing this. Where are you? Grace, thank you. We need more gravel. Let's find more gravel. Alright. I would use my shovel, my fudge will have Fortune 3 on it. So, yeah. Alright, did we come from this side? No, but we can. The Corporea Crystal Cube we can tuck anywhere. Do I have a sticky piston in here? No, so we need to get a sticky piston. and put it there. And that is where the redstone will need to go in to power it. Put you there. So the crystal cube, we're gonna want it to have a pretty decent signal strength before it turns off, because that way that means we have a good amount of flint. You can just spiral it up in this area. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, perhaps. Crystal cube. Corporea spark, which won't be able to reach the network from here. We have to do that yet. Gravel. And to there. Okay, so we need to... Where did the Corporea spark go? Oh. Yeah, no. There we go. There. Okay. Sticky piston. What else do we need while we're here? I mean, I know I need to get mana over there. That's going to be a little bit of work. And we need to get the Corporea network over there. We have the supplies for that. We might need to make some more sparks. Let's grab you. I need one of you. Because the network is here, but it doesn't go this... Yeah, it does. All of these have Corporea, so we just need to get it from here to over here. That's not very far at all. Alright. There we go. Why are you powered? That was confusing. Alright, how many? We have 6. Okay, so here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just do it here. It's connected. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Need to get back there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do it here. Hello. Oh, and now it's connected. And it says we have 76 gravel. That's not right. See, and at 76... Oh, because it's not gravel that I want to figure out anyway, is it, guys? I want to know what the flint level is. But still, 76, we have more than 76 gravel. I'm confused. Let's go investigate the gravel thing, though. Because we just set up the conjuration catalyst to dupe gravel and put it in a dropper. And the dropper is full. Did I remember to put a corporeal spark on the dropper, perhaps? Oh, you know what? That is probably what I didn't do. We need that, and of course they're down here. So let's grab one. Yeah, as soon as I looked at the dropper with the gravel and I'm like, oh, you know what? I had them on me. Now that's an oops. That's a... You're so silly. Alright, so this, at this level, with 628 flint, it's turned off. I'm going to take flint out to see if it'll turn on. And we need to make an hourglass yet. Okay, so corporeal spark on the dropper, and then hourglass with like a, I want to say like a 30-second timer or something. All right. Boop. There we go. Now, yeah, it's only 76 in here. There's 0 in here. Haha. So somewhere I have gravel in a chest somewhere. Where would I have that? Oh, I know where I have it. I have it down here in this setup, because occasionally I get gravel with that special orchid. Okay. Spore, I forgot to put on the hopper hawk. We need to make an hourglass. Mana glass. Is it this? And there's redstone in the middle. Hourglass. We need, so it's one steel, 2 redstone. We need 30 seconds on the clock, which is 3 red stand. And then we actually need to get mana over here. And the mana line is back here underneath this. I covered it up, so we'll have to get back in there and figure out how far away it is from Flint. Okay, so back here, hourglass needs to go there with a 30-second timer in it, and it should trigger. Because there's no gravel in this chest. So it should pulse in the 30 seconds. Yep, it pulsed. All right, so that's gonna fill up. And we need to get mana over here. Actually, let's put you in there. You need to go in there too. you. There we go. All right. Where is the mana line? The mana line we want to follow is this one here, because it went down a ways and then it turned left. Right there. And it goes down quite a ways. Why are you empty though? Recessive, dominant. Oh, dang it. I'm off. When you're recessive, you need to be nothing. So I caught it when it pulsed. Does it not have... So is this one recessive right now? It needs to be... It's somewhere along the line here. It's wrong. That one's nothing, so this needs to be recessive. Or it needs to be... Make sure it's still nothing. Dominant. I got these configured wrong. Oh, I took the whole spark off, didn't I? What the heck? Oh, no. Apparently you can do carry on with these, and that's not what you want to do. What's this one is recessive? When that's recessive, this one needs to be nothing, but this one needs to be dominant, so that it's going to pull. And while that one's dominant, this one needs to be recessive. So I clearly had these hooked up wrong. Okay. Alright, and then when this one is, so that we've got that going. Must be connected to one up there somewhere. And then when that one's dominant, this one's recessive. So it doesn't go backward. When this one's recessive, this needs to be nothing. Yes, but this one needs to be dominant. So that it keeps going that way. I need to get the other augments I have in here out, because we're going to need them. Alright, nothing, dominant. And then this one is recessive. This one needs to be dominant when that switches to no, it needs to be nothing. So that it'll go to this pool. It's currently dominant, so this one needs to be recessive. Come on. Do I need you? Arg. Nothing. Nothing would make me happier than getting this right the first time around. Okay, so we have that. We just don't have this. And when that is recessive, this one needs to be nothing. Okay, so that is correct now, I believe. So we should be getting some mana all the way to here. Oh, why are you both recessive? You're going the wrong way. This is dominant. That is correct though. Dominant, and then this one is recessive, so it won't go backward. It must have filled something up. Oh yeah, it went upwards somewhere. And recessive means this one has some mana in it. Great. And then it switches to dominant. This one should be recessive when it does that, to keep it from going backward. Now these should have some mana in them. We should figure out where we are as far as... Where are you going? Where are you going? You're going up, aren't you? That's... What is upward? What is up there? And why doesn't it have a augment on it? Because I think that's my tree farm up there. Oh, you know what? I think it's the one without any augment on it at all that actually is running my... the living wood production. It's the interim one that leads up to the living wood production up there. Okay. And that's why it keeps doing this. Back and forth, back and forth. Right. Okay, well, where are we? Let's do an F3 all the way down to the end, and we'll write this down. Negative 370, negative 169, and then go down where the flint is and figure out which branch of this we need to get there. Alright. Okay. Is it down far enough? Negative 376. It goes negative 370. We should be okay. But it's at Y34, which is why it can't reach. We'll need to put... It's 16 blocks. That needs to be within 12. So we're going to need to put a mana pool up at least 5 blocks with a spark on it without an augment. So it'll pull mana down here when it's recessive. Negative 169. That might be our other problem. Hang on, I'm not looking at this correctly. Negative 169 is still going that way, so... Ooh. This shouldn't be too bad. It's right here. The line is up there. So let's see here. Do I have... I don't have a mana pool on me. Well, great. We'll go make one. Oh, hang on. Do I have the living rock? I do. Let's just make one here.
What are you afraid of?
Living rock to the rescue. So I should be able to just pillar up right about here. I'll go up a little bit. right about. That should work. We're still in the vicinity of 368 and it's negative 370. Yep. Alright, let's put one there. And we need to put a spark on it. And see if we get mana. Are you connected? You are connected down. Are you connected up? Yes, you're connected up there. So I just have to hope for some mana. Oh, mana! Mana is moving! Alright. Mana! Yay! Alright, this is a system that should be all ready then. Oh, we need another hourglass to pulse this mana spreader. And I think I'm going to then go up and take the flint out of a lot of flint out of the system so that it degrades the signal. It's at a 4, so I have a 7. Ooh, high. There we go. I have several stacks to take out to degrade the signal enough so we can test it. But we need another hourglass for the pulse mana spreader. Look at all this stuff in my inventory. Make another one of these. And this we're going to want to pulse pretty regularly, so like every couple of seconds. 5. Sure, that'll give the random carpets time to place gravel. Oh, we also wanted to take out some of this so that it triggers the system. Hopefully that was enough. That did not, that wasn't enough. How many did it took out? Only 2? Okay. Now, we're going to make sure that this pulses correctly. Oh no. I just realized something. Oh, please don't. I was afraid it was going to break stuff around it. Because if it doesn't have anything, it just keeps spiraling out. Okay, it looks like we're alright. We must hit the pylon. Huh. Alright. That could have been a disaster, guys. That could have been so bad. Alright, we need to take more flint out. That is all the flint. And that chest does not have a corporeal spark on it, so that should have caused the system to go. No. What's going on? See, it says 0. Why didn't you go down? Is it this block of redstone? I've used it in other cases. Why didn't you go down? I don't know. Is it getting diagonally powered by the comparator, perhaps? Alright, so we need to rethink that. Hey there, Random Carpus. Why aren't you placing? Oh, you need to be bound to the mana pool. Come on, Random Carpus. Why is that Hopper Hawk going so fast? Well, I do know if we do that, it will slow the Hopper Hawk down even more. It won't be able to pick up the things coming out of the crate for 10 seconds. So hopefully that's long enough. Come on. I didn't have this problem in my test world. To be honest though, the Random Carpus was a lot closer in my test world. Might have to adjust that. No, nothing speeds up the Random Carpus. There's only stuff that slows down the Hopper Hawk, which it's on its slowest. Let's try moving it closer. Because it has a range of 5 by 5 around it to pick stuff up. So even if it falls there, it's within its range to pick up. I'm trying to figure out why my other one was slower. Let me look at my picture. It looks the same. I don't see any difference other than the placement of the Renin Carpus. So I need to puzzle this out. I mean, the Hopper Hawk is, oh, well, it's within range too, because it needed to pick up the broken gravel and the flint. So, we haven't gotten any flint yet because it's placing gravel so slowly. Wonder if I had more than one Renin Carpus. If I made several. That's what I thought. If I had like 3 over here, maybe it would grab it fast enough to get this going at a better speed. Because this isn't gonna keep up for nothing. Let's go get a couple more Renin Carpus. And for that, I believe I needed fire runes. Earth. Okay. Make 2. We have runes of earth, that's right. We are making those. Renin Carpi? Maybe. Maybe Darkwing. Huh. And 2 redstone roots. Is this empty with seeds? Yeah, so we need to request 2 seeds. Replacing the living wood with gravel so it can stack gravel higher. Oh, you know, that is a possibility for... I don't think that's going to be any, because it's still not even stacking it on top of the gravel it's placing. Because it's not even placing it fast enough for it to... I don't understand, because my test world one is a lot faster and I don't know why. Alright. Planks. I just picked up all the gravel. Hey, I got some flint. You know what we're missing in order for it to count flint? Do you know? Do you know? And now knows we have 4. So I still need to figure out the on or off. Well, this is 3 times better than it was. That might be the best I can do at the moment. So we still need to figure out how to do the on-off with... Can we do... Is there a way to turn you on and off? With a signal going into it, will it turn it off? That's what I'd like to know. So if I did you, it turns it off, so this would turn it on, and so we would need to invert this. So right now that should be not dropping anything. Alright, so it was picked up and it's just sitting in the chest. Good, that's what I wanted to see. So then what I need to do is actually pull a signal off of that, but it needs to be inverted. Let's get some of you. And all right. Yep. Killer Skills, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Will that turn it off also? Burp, burp, burp. That's what I want to know. So if we got a signal here, here, here. Okay, so what I want to know is if the signal on top will turn it off. Yes, okay. So I know this is janky. I know and realize how silly it looks. But the point is for me just to do redstone that I can understand. Okay? So what I understand is that this signal will come down here. It's only to there right now. It'll come down here. And it'll invert this signal, so turn this off. So that this will turn off, which will turn the torch back on, which will stop dropping gravel. Stop dropping gravel because we have a decent amount of flint. Now, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's quite a decent amount of flint. I can probably make this longer by just going out further. But we'll see how far 8 gets us. Made a whole whopping 13 flint while we were standing here. Woo. Alright, so we're gonna go put the flint back in the system and it'll likely turn it off because we've got like 12 stacks of flint. Something crazy like that. But it does look like we now have flint creation. It's not fast flint creation, but we do have flint creation. Okay, so that, let's see how far that moved the comparator signal out of the crystal cube. That turned it off. This is a signal strength with 3. Awesome. So yay, it turned it off, folks. Yes. So this will be the last bit of gravel that will be broken, and we don't need torches here. Thanks very much. And so once the Hopper Hawk picks these up or they become flint, the system will shut off until this says it's low on flint. And then it will start dropping gravel down into the setup. So this, I think, is a functioning setup. What do you think? Yay! Oh boy. So I need to feed the kitty cats. It'll take me about 5 minutes. They keep running up and down the hall like, are you coming yet? Is that what you're saying, Max? When we come back, we're going to convert that flint into gunpowder because we need the gunpowder. Don't go anywhere, folks. I will be right back.